What if I told you that every night as you fall asleep, your eyes are working extra hard to repair and rejuvenate themselves, but they are lacking one essential component that may naturally improve your eyesight like never before? Hello, my name is Dr. Leila. I am a medical professional with over 20 years of experience in the field of eye health, assisting patients in regaining their vision using straightforward, scientifically supported methods. When folks come to me feeling stuck in a cycle of unending medicines and hazy mornings, I've practically seen the frustration in their eyes. Today, however, I'm revealing a secret that the eye care sector would prefer to remain hidden. Even while businesses profit from expensive operations, fashionable spectacles, and lifetime refills, both contemporary research and traditional wisdom suggest that your body has an innate repair system that works while you sleep. However, for the majority of people over 50, it's subtly deteriorating, resulting in that gradual, sneaky decline. Fuzzier vision every day, a dryness that feels like sandpaper, and difficulty seeing traffic signs or menu items after dark. Well, it's more than just getting older. Your eyes are being deprived of the nourishment they need. And you know what? Because there is no financial benefit to using food to heal, conventional medicine hardly ever brings it up. Allow me to personalize this. I've seen hundreds of patients in my clinic who believe that their vision will eventually deteriorate. Consider Sarah, a 62-year-old educator who approached me with headaches from hardly being able to grade papers. Persuaded that her genes were to blame, she was about to retire early. However, she was able to drive to evening classes once more, after using the techniques I'm going to discuss because her night vision had significantly improved. My motivation is fueled by anecdotes like hers since I have personally witnessed the transformational power of this. But first, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Tell us about your current top vision concern in the comments section below. Is it difficult to see at night? That dryness that doesn't seem to go away? Do you have trouble reading small print? Or simply the worry that as the years pass, you will no longer be independent? I personally read every comment. Your story is important to me, and we can address issue head-on if we work together. I'm thrilled to share with you today 5 common meals that will boost your eye's nightly healing team when consumed before bed. From number 5 to the total powerhouse at number 1, we'll count down, and I promise you that the top slot will astound you. Let's first examine the science that has been ignored, though. What your eye physician isn't telling you about the secret science of overnight eye repair. During REM sleep, those enchanted hours when blood flow to the retina increases by up to 40% and cellular repair goes into overdrive, your eyes undergo the most profound restoration. It's as if your body presses the reset button, repairing harm from everyday threats like oxidative stress, UV radiation, and blue light from displays. The hitch is that this miracle can only occur if the proper building components are provided. Your eyes just cannot keep up without them. It's like attempting to erect a bridge without any steel or tools. The big pharmaceutical companies are all too aware of this. With their costly treatments as your last hope, they have spent millions of dollars on advertisements that suggest that eyesight loss is inevitable and can be attributed to either genetics or bad luck. However, societies that adopt these diets report 60 to 70% fewer cases of age-related conditions like glaucoma, cataracts, and macular degeneration. There are studies out there that have been published in respectable journals, but they are suppressed because they contradict a billion-dollar business that is based on your constant need. Throughout my career as a physician, I have studied this information and used it in practical situations. Indigenous populations in Asia and South America that consume diets high in nutrients had considerably better eye health than those of the West, according to a seminal study published in the Journal of Ophthalmology. It's nutrition, not magic. And I can assure you that this isn't hype, since I've seen people reverse early signs of deterioration. It's optimism. Recognizing the changing needs of your eyes after 50. Subtle changes occur as we enter our 50s that are frequently missed by routine checkups. First, there is a roughly 25% decrease in the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins, which is important since vitamins A, lutein, and astaxanthin, which are guardians of the eyes, depend on healthy fats to enter your system. Second, your eyes are susceptible to free radicals from screens, the sun, and pollutants as your body produces fewer antioxidants. Third, the retina's supply of oxygen and nutrients is cut off, akin to a garden hose that has kinked midway, while inflammation indicators rise in blood vessels. Generic multivitamins and expensive eye supplements are frequently used by people, but your body doesn't recognize them. In contrast to whole foods where nutrients are packaged with cofactors for optimal absorption, absorption rates drastically decline. These five foods are exceptional because they provide everything in the ideal form found in nature. Let me tell you a little story. Mark, a 55-year-old engineer who spent his days devoted to computers, was one of my patients. His vision was rapidly diminishing due to inflammation in his eyes. Supplements didn't work at all, but switching to actual foods, his lucidity returned, and his inflammatory signs decreased. These kinds of tales serve as a reminder to me of the medicinal value of food. Number 5. The silent inflammation reducer. Fresh ginger root. When you have a cold or an unsettled stomach, you might grab for ginger, but this humble root is deserving of star status in the field of eye care. The silent killer of long-term vision, chronic low-level inflammation erodes small retinal blood vessels and opens the door for diabetic retinopathy, macular degeneration, and glaucoma. In just 2 weeks of consistent use, the bioactive stars of ginger, 6-gingerol and 8-gingerol, reduced ocular inflammatory markers by 27%, according to groundbreaking research published in Evidence-Based Complementary and Alternative Medicine. With the exception of adverse effects like dependency or stomach ulcers, that is frequently more effective than prescription anti-inflammatory drugs. It's important to eat it at night, since those chemicals reduce optic nerve pressure, increase retinal microcirculation, and remove inflammatory accumulation during the day. According to leading nutritional ophthalmology researcher, Dr. Michael Chen, ginger acts like a nightly janitor for your eyes, clearing out stress from screens, bright lights, and environmental toxins. I've suggested this to patients in my clinic who suffer from chronic eye strain. Lisa, a 58-year-old accountant, experienced morning weariness and puffiness. She noticed reduced edema and improved focus during Zoom calls after taking ginger tea every night for 3 weeks. Simple adjustments like these have a big impact. The best method is to cut a thumb-sized piece of organic ginger root and soak it in 8 ounces of hot water for 10 to 12 minutes an hour before bed. To allow the magic to start, sip slowly. Alternatively, mix a 1/4 teaspoon of powder with a light dinner salad, cottage cheese, or yogurt. Your ally is consistency. Many people report that their eye fatigue and that heavy, exhausted feeling go away in a few weeks. To elaborate, let's discuss why inflammation is such a bad guy. In my view, it's frequently connected to contemporary lifestyles. Stress, processed foods, and sedentary behaviors all contribute to its systemic fueling. But specifically aiming at the eyes? Many nutrients find it difficult to pass through the blood-retinal barrier, which ginger's constituents are able to do. According to a University of Tokyo study, eating ginger on a regular basis may even improve tear production and lessen the prevalence of dry eye disease in postmenopausal women. I've personally witnessed patients who once wrote it off as just a spice suddenly swear by it, finding solace they had previously believed was gone forever. Fourth on the list, organic avocado, the natural blue light protector. Avocado's fat content was demonized by diet fads for years, but as you age, those fats become your eye's best friend. The antioxidant lutein, which is almost twice as abundant in avocados as spinach, generates a protective pigment in the macula, the retina's bullseye for clear central vision. For 6 months, 100 persons over 50 were monitored in a seminal study published in the Journal of Nutrition. Eating avocados every day increased retinal pigment density by 38%, protecting against macular degeneration brought on by light. Improving your internal sunglasses is analogous to that. Avocados, however, address a different epidemic: chronic dry eye. Oil, water, and mucus are the 3 layers that make up tears, which are more than just water. Evaporation is stopped by the meibomian gland's outer oil layer. It becomes thinner with age, but monounsaturated fats in avocados, such as oleic acid, give it back its solidity and drive away the grit. Innumerable patients have received this prescription from me. Consider John, a retired man of 60 whose dry eyes made playing golf a misery, including avocado in his nights. He was able to appreciate sunsets without being irritated, and his symptoms decreased by half. Appropriate timing: eat half to 1 entire avocado for supper or as a snack before bed. The lipids improve the absorption of other nutrients for the eyes, allowing your retina to assimilate them throughout the night. If you're concerned about calories, keep in mind that this is an investment rather than an indulgence. Having clear eyesight allows you to read without strain, enjoy your grandchildren's smiles, and maintain the freedom that makes life bright. Going further, the advantages of avocados also extend to general vascular health. Like bananas, they are high in potassium, which helps control blood pressure, which affects circulation in the eyes. According to an American Heart Association meta-analysis, diets high in avocado reduced inflammation by 20%, which in turn protected the eyes. I frequently compare it to lubricating a machine because without it, parts deteriorate. Patients who have adopted this report more energy and improved vision, demonstrating the positive effects of eating. Number 3, the circulation powerhouse, wild blueberries. Blueberries are good for eyes, as you've probably heard, but their true power lies in blood flow, not only antioxidants. Retinal capillaries constrict and stiffen with age, depriving light-sensitive cells of nutrition and oxygen. The majority of age-related vision problems are caused by this malnutrition. Shortly after consumption, the smaller, wilder blueberries explode with anthocyanins that increase retinal blood flow by as much as 40%. Seniors with early signs of macular degeneration were tracked in a Tufts University study. After consuming wild blueberries every day for 12 weeks, retinal imaging revealed improved oxygen transport, and 78% of participants reported feeling less strain and having clearer vision. Additionally, according to the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry, they reduced digital eye fatigue by 65% in our screen-dependent society. Anthocyanins eliminate inflammatory waste and zap reactive oxygen species from blue light. Elena, a 52-year-old graphic designer, was one patient who had trouble with blurriness caused by screens. Blueberries at night? After years of avoiding night driving, she felt confident again. The main tactic is to eat 1/2 to 1 cup of frozen or fresh wild blueberries 1 to 2 hours before bed. Blend into smoothies, stir into Greek yogurt, or have on its own. Consistent blood levels offer constant protection. Why is wild overcultivated? Because of their harder growing conditions, nature's stress makes them tougher. They have 3 times as many anthocyanins. This potency is confirmed by USDA research. In practice, I've witnessed it reverse diabetics' early retinopathy, demonstrating how circulation is the foundation of everything. Imagine it like clearing out clogged pipes. Nothing grows without flow. Second on the list, organic spinach, the network for macular defense. Because spinach is so widely available and common, supplement firms tend to ignore it. However, it contains extremely high amounts of lutein and zeaxanthin, which are carotenoids that your body is unable to produce, and which naturally filter out UV and high-energy blue light by clustering in the macula. Regular spinach eaters reduce their risk of age-related macular degeneration by 43%, according to a large meta-analysis published in Nutrients that combined data from over 200,000 participants. With an inexpensive year-round green, that means your chances are cut in half. Zeaxanthin creates an embedded shield by focusing on the center of the macula. Although doctors hardly ever mark dietary sources, the American Optometric Association now advocates for certain intake levels. We've spent millions on macular drugs, but prevention's powerhouse is in the produce aisle, says Dr. Emily Rodriguez of the National Eye Institute. Absorption tip: since they are fat-soluble, eat them with almonds, avocado, or olive oil. A complete eye repair kit is my go-to midnight smoothie, which consists of 2 cups spinach, 1/2 cup wild blueberries, 1/2 an avocado, a ginger knob, and water. When it comes to bioavailable lutein, spinach is superior. It prepares cells for regeneration when consumed before a deep sleep. Consider the folate and vitamin K found in spinach, which promote nerve health and clotting, both of which are essential for maintaining retinal integrity. To add depth, spinach bridges the gap between low folate and increased cataract risk, according to a European study. After regular use, patients like Tom, a 65-year-old reader, stopped wearing glasses for close work. Nature's multivitamin, sans the pill container, is empowering. First on the list, free-range organic egg yolks, the complete package for vision restoration. Get ready to be astounded. Despite decades of warnings about the dangers of egg yolks due to cholesterol concerns, Millions of people have been deprived of nature's best eye healer because of this false knowledge. Because of their inherent lipids, yolks provide the most absorbable lutein and zeaxanthin, 5 times better than vegetables. Additionally, they provide zinc for the transportation of vitamin D to prevent degeneration, choline for the eye-brain connections, and vitamin A to produce rhodopsin for low-light vision. According to a University of Massachusetts study, those who ate 2 whole eggs every day for 5 weeks experienced a 142% increase in lutein and a 92% increase in zeaxanthin. That is unmatched by any supplement. Sarah Williams, MD, stated, "The body's efficiency with egg carotenoids is astonishing. Macular pigment improved visibly in 3 weeks. Free-range yolks provide sulfur for glutathione, the master antioxidant, and omega-3s for retinal health." I have converted doubters to believers. Because of her family's history of blindness, Rachel, 57, was afraid. Everyday yolks? As her night vision improved and her scans revealed denser pigment. Ideal intake: 2 whole eggs for dinner, either boiled, scrambled, or combined with spinach in an omelet. They fuel the nightly rebuild before going to bed. This dispels the fallacy about cholesterol because, according to recent studies, most people's blood levels are not affected by dietary cholesterol. According to a Harvard research, eggs are associated with a lower risk of heart disease. They have stabilized diabetics' vision in the clinic, demonstrating the benefits of complete meals. Bringing everything together, your complete vision recovery procedure. Imagine waking up with comfortable, renewed eyes rather than dry ones, reading without straining in low light, driving at night with assurance and without fear of glare. These nutrients work together. Avocado helps absorb, blueberries increase blood flow, spinach protects the macula, yolks finish the matrix, and ginger reduces inflammation. What makes this unique? It's empowerment. No risky operations, no expensive drugs with questionable uptake, and no medications that disguise symptoms. Start small by adding 1 meal per night and work your way up. Observe changes. Many people see changes within weeks. From the bottom of my heart, I've devoted my professional life as Dr. Leila because vision is more than simply sight. It's freedom. I've held hands with patients who are reclaiming it while crying with happiness. You are also deserving. Let's do it. Share your progress in the comments section below. We'll light your way together.